Diversity in groups can bring out a lot of knowledge as people from different backgrounds come together to collaborate on one topic. It allows for different perspectives, ideas, and problem-solving techniques to be brought together. Another really good benefit that you get from working in a group is that multiple people can peer edit your work, so you don't necessarily have to seek someone outside the class to do that for you, like you might if you were working on a paper alone. Our group does a great job at looking over each other's work, suggesting changes, and presenting different approaches to assignments. In our group, diversity does play a role. Amanda and I are both in our last year of school, so we excel with the writing and trying to determine what is really being asked for each assignment. Jordan has a lot of speaking experience, so that's her strong point, and she does a great job at giving us tips to improve. Melissa's really good at finding sources and researching the topic, giving us all good points to talk about. Then when we come together to edit, it makes for a really good team as we all have these different strong points. Although background diversity in terms of race and the way we grew up doesn't really affect this project much, our diversity in knowledge and education does make for a really good team for this group. Next, I'll talk about group conflict management. Having a conflict doesn't mean that your group isn't functioning right. It actually means that the group will probably grow stronger after the conflict is managed, if you manage it correctly. To deal with the conflict, there are 6 concepts to follow. And dealing with the conflict right away is really the number one thing you're going to want to do. Don't ignore a conflict. It is each group member's problem to address it and deal with it so that it doesn't worsen. The second concept is to confront the issue as a solvable problem. This is where each member can present their solution and ideas. The third concept is to not blame anyone. It's really important to treat all members with respect no matter what. This maintains professionalism and will decrease further conflicts within your group between each other. It is also ideal to make sure that all members understand what's going on and make sure everyone is on the same page. That takes a lot of communication. The 6th advised method is to brainstorm. Once solutions have been considered, brainstorm how each solution will affect the outcome of the group. An example for our group is pretty relevant as it happened to our group as a whole during this term. One member of the group was distant and kind of lacking in participation during that first week. We confronted the issue as soon as we noticed it and then agreed as a group to contact the professor. We took the professor's advice into consideration as we would any member's opinion and eventually agreed to go on without the group member. After giving him ample chances to catch up, that was showing respect by understanding that we all have pretty wacky schedules sometimes. We moved on to Concept 5 and made sure that the professor and all the group members knew that his participation was inadequate and was going to affect our grades negatively if we kept him as part of the group. We had to move on to Step 6 as we brainstormed how we redistributed the roles of the group. As a group of 4, I think that right away we collaborated well by having this problem to solve. Next up is Jordan with our conclusion.